Good morning, Guidely. I'm here today with Doron Libshtein, a world-leading self-development mentor, author, and strategic entrepreneur, also the original founder of Guidely. I'm so excited to welcome you today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here and to share this video with so many people all around the world, in Israel and in different places.
So thank you for joining us today. As many of our fans and followers have followed us through our recent transition from Mentors Channel to Guidely, we've had people who've been here, fans on the page for over a decade. What a robust beginning. Can you share with us kind of the story? I know the story, but I would love for our fans to hear it firsthand.
Wonderful. And I'm so excited. You know, a few days ago, we had a team meeting, and I felt so good to see our team expanding and really bringing the Mentors Channel new edition, Guidely, to people from all around the world and really bring a new vision. The Mentors Channel, the idea was to help or inspire people to walk their true path. And we did it for almost 15 years. And the last few years were all about meditation. So we did with Deepak and Oprah the 21 Days Meditation Challenge. We did it with so many. And we were ready for the next step. And we realized that there is a gap in the market, that there are so many people who want to work with our mentors, but they don't know who's right for them. And we realized that our mentors are ready to work with as many clients as possible. They always want to increase their influence in the world. And really, this is what's brought the light into Guidely. And this is what brought us together today to really, it's kind of a pre-announcement, because we are Guidely, but we are still building behind the scenes the full platform that will allow people to find their guide and will allow the guides to find their clients. And I'm excited. I'm so happy. I feel glad.
It is very exciting, and seeing all the behind the scenes come together, and our audience doesn't see all of the hard work and the passion and the purpose behind, but it started with your original vision of connecting coaches and clients and mentors. So thank you.
And I feel that there is an evolution. So 15 years ago, it was all about coaches and bringing coaching online and allowing people to be coached in a reasonable price. Because until that point, 2005, coaching would happen only face-to-face. But then we introduced coaching over the internet, coaching in writing, coaching on a one-on-one, in Skype, in now Zoom and other tools. And I think that after a few years, we realized that we want to work with mentors. People who wrote books, who created methods, who really brings their experience into the market. And we'll talk about the definition of mentor in a moment. It's kind of a highlight, people, to what we are going to discuss today. And now we are ready for the next level, working with guides. And we'll talk about that in a second.
Yes, absolutely. So I think, that this could be a good time actually to talk about our name change and kind of what does a mentor mean? What does a coach mean? What does a guide? And as we create this big vision, why we chose the word guide. Can you share your insight on those words?
Of course. I will start with, 2005, the coaches. Coaches are people who have learned tools that help people find the answers within themselves. So the idea is to take you from one point to where you want to be, using the tools, the questions, and helping you find the answers within you. And it's a wonderful vehicle. And a lot of people around the world are using coaching as a beautiful solution to reach or to focus on the future and get to where you want to be at. Then we realize that there is another level of mentors. And the mentor is a combination of a coach and a consultant and a trainer. And he brings his experience in a specific field. And he takes his experience and help other people in his field, using both the tools of a coach, but also his own experience. And in the mentor's case, he can recommend what to do. He can help people, I would say skip some mistakes that he has done in his experience. And we saw it in organizations where a senior VP will take a potential key people through a mentorship program to reach the seniority that they would like to achieve in their life. And now we are ready for the next level. And this is the guide. And the guide is a teacher and a mentor and a coach with the highest experience. And he wants to guide people, walk with those people, using all the tools that I've just described. Plus, he has a method, he has a way. And the idea is, again, to inspire people to walk their true path with the guide. So we are ready to have a clear definition and to help people be guided to their true path.
I love that. We spend a lot of time behind the scenes talking about the nuances in those words. And I know that you are called sometimes mentor to the mentors.
Yeah.
And I'd like to hear about your personal life experience mentoring and the impact that that's created in the world.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So when I teach mentors how to become a successful mentors, what I call the super mentor, it's like Superman, but super mentor. The first thing that I ask them to do is to define their expertise, where they are the expert in their field. What is their niche? And most mentors at the beginning will say, I'll do everything to everyone. And I'll tell them, it's like doing nothing to to no one. Because, if you want to be perceived as expert, if you want to be positioned as mentor, you need to choose a niche. And my niche is mentors. This is what I do. For 15 years, I help mentors expand their influence worldwide. And I do it with helping them write their books, go on stage, create online programs, define their niche, and really expanding their relationship with other mentors, creating partnerships, alliances, and use vehicles like Guidely to reach a broader audience. So it's privilege to work with mentors, because those are people that created something unique, that brought to the market something that a lot of people bought their books, for example, and I had the privilege to work and to partner with the top mentors in the world. I've done a lot of work with Deepak Chopra for 5 years, with Byron Katie, Robin Sharma, Tim Kelly. I brought to Israel Eckhart Tolle, and so many, Janet Atwood, Marsha Wieder, Jeffrey Van Dyke, and many, many more. Some of them were in our platform recently, like Mark Whitwell and Anil, and many more. So it was privileged to work with those people. I've learned a lot. So by working with them, I'm learning all of their methods, and it allows me to help them and help me and help my audience to really grow. And And I love this term, grow, because this is the formula for happiness.
Grow is the formula for happiness.
Yes, it's kind of the GROW. The G is for goal. What is the goal? Where do you want to go today, or exactly where do you want to be? That's the goal. The R is your reality. Where are you now? The O is all the options that will take you from here to there. It's kind of a GPS or the ways where, you set the address exactly, you know where you are in real, and then you want to see all the ways, the path from here to there, and you choose your path. And this is the beautiful thing in the model called Grow. It's a coaching model that I've learned in London 18 years ago. And I implement it every day. And I quote the mentors that I work with every day. For example, there is one quote that I would say every day to at least one person, and it's "Everything happens for me, not to me," a quote made by Byron Katie that really makes a difference for people who feel victims and suddenly take full responsibility and trying to understand, how can I use what happened to me and make it for me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I resonate with that very much. And I use a version of that in my daily life and in my parenting and my teaching, and like on purpose. This is on purpose. So you may not know the reason right away, but it will come. It's happening to me for a reason. So I love that. Now, do you yourself utilize a mentor or a coach for?
Always. I think that I've started at 1996 when I was a very junior manager at Microsoft, and I was at Microsoft for 13 years. And I never stopped being coached or mentored by mentors all over the years, especially around my purpose, around my essence, and how to really realize my potential. And I think that every coach needs a coach, every mentor needs a mentor, every guide needs a guide. And it is very important, because if you are not growing, if you are not developing, if you are not doing or walking what you are preaching to others, then there is a problem here. So I really invest in myself. I go in courses like every month. I improve my presentation skills. I improve my connection to my trusted source all the time. I'm opening the heart. I'm doing emotional programs. I'm doing so many programs, and I'm lucky because working with mentors, I'm invited to see what they're doing and helping them expand it and make it available to the masses. And I'm using it, and I recommend everyone in our audience to really use it, because it's a gift. It's a gift to invest in yourself. It's a gift to grow. It is something that no one else will do it for us. No one else. We are the one. We are the one that do this thing, because, you cannot grow instead of me. You will grow for yourself. And this idea is very important, and I help people grow. I help people realize their full potential, and I will tell anyone, you are the one.
And we will get to that in a moment. But first, I have a personal question, because I know that you are going live and speaking more frequently than we are here on Guidely. You're constantly giving of your time and access to these coaches and mentors and guides who are creating this ripple effect around the world. How do you balance creating and consuming if you're, doing courses and learning things and trainings and participating in these events? How do you balance the creation and the consumption as a human being? How do you make that time for yourself?
So a few years ago, I would say like 10 years ago, I created something for myself and for others called the Ideal Day. Ooh. And I imagined to myself how my ideal day would look like. And I wanted to have in the ideal day time for learning, time for teaching, time for the family, time for everything, like walking in the beach. I wanted to live near the beach. I had my all ideal day map. And what happened since then is that every month I took one small thing from the ideal day and implement it in my real day, okay,
Mhm.
reality. And I can share with you that right now I'm living my ideal day, and I find time for everything, And sometimes I'm playing with this idea of I create time for what is important for me and what is important for my growth. And you know, there are times when I focus and I, reduce some of the activities or some of the companies that I'm invested in. And there are times when I'm expanding and doing more, but I will never skip my, walking in the beach first in the morning. I will never skip the meditation. I will never skip the most important things in life: family, uh, career, personal development, because I know that it will affect my life.
Hmm. Wow, that is great, tangible advice that I think every person watching can use. And, it's easy to wake up and go, oh, I should meditate, or I should do this, I should do this. And then we get in this guilt cycle. But if we define it as an ideal day and then strive to take one step to implementing that in our real day, I think that's a really, really valuable tool.
And Shannon, I will say that the most practical thing is put it in your calendar, put it in the diary, whatever you're using, whether it's physical, whether it's
Mhm.
in your computer or a phone. If it's not there, it will not happen.
Mm.
So even the 20 minutes for meditation, put it in your calendar. Walking on the beach, put it in your calendar. Spending time with your kids. I always had this Father Day in the afternoon when we did something together, just me and the girls. Put it in your calendar, because otherwise it will not happen. There will be something else in your calendar at that time and you will not do it. So whatever is important for you, especially networking, I'm begging you, put networking in your calendar and it will happen. And if you will say it's important for me, but I'm not putting it, then it won't happen. And I hear a lot, like, I don't have time for this, I don't have time for that. Um, I don't think that we don't have time. We all have the same time. It's a matter of priorities, a matter of planning, and a matter of executing. And if we are doing it and we are writing what's important for us, we put it in the calendar, we put the priority in it, we understand the why we are doing it,
Mhm.
we'll do it, and our life will look different when we're doing it.
Hmm. I love that. I'm going to implement that tomorrow and hopefully every day moving forward. Thank you for that. So, you're blocking out time and creating and consuming and teaching and learning and walking and meditating and family time. Tell us about your program, You Are the One. I know that that's your current offering.
Yes, and you are the one is something that I was told by Byron Katie 13 years ago. I came to meet her in Ohio, and we sat next to each other, in front of each other, and suddenly she moved next to me, held my hand, and started to cry and cry and cry, and I didn't know what have I said that made her cry, and she said, I was waiting for you all my life. You are the one. You are the one that will take my work, the work, and bring it to the masses, bring it to millions all around the world. The first moment I said, I was overwhelmed. I'm the one. No, no, no. You are the one. You wrote the books. You had the old method. You are on stages, and I will help you. I will, work with you. I will do everything technology wise, advices, but you are the one. And I realized, no, yes, I am the one for that. And she is the one for that. And you are the one for that. and understanding our strength and where we are the one is so important. Understanding who am I? Who am I? This is the kind of the most important question. Understanding that I'm not what I'm doing, kind of human being versus human doing. I'm
Mhm.
not what other people are telling me that I am. I'm not what I think that I am, and I not even what I want to be. I am the energy, the essence, the being, and you know, just to spend some time practicing being my essence makes a huge difference. And for me, it's inspiring presence. So just knowing that and teaching other people how to connect to your trusted source and know your essence is kind of the basic stuff, the first lesson of You Are the One. Understanding how to really listen to the trusted source, to the part of you that knows the answer, versus all the parts that are questioning and not sure, versus the fears. So, how to define whom to listen to and how to deal with the other parts is kind of the second lessons, or how to deal with my thoughts and my emotions, how to identify or define the ideal day, how to connect and focus on my strength. And knowing my purpose is part of this course of You Are the One, and understanding that managing our energy and managing the energy in the world is the most important vehicle to achieve, realization, achieve fulfillment, achieve everything that we want in life. And the most important thing in You Are the One is to know what's now. And this is very different from what I was teaching a few years ago. What's next? Who cares about what's next, Shannon? We only want to know what's now. I'll talk if I will, talk to you a few months ago, and I will, even play with this idea that for 1 minute, nobody will fly, nobody will leave the house, nobody will, everything that is now the reality, nobody would believe me that it's even possible, not even for 1 minute, for 10 seconds, that the sky will be clean. Can you believe it? That's now, it is our reality. That now almost everyone in the US are at home, quarantine, and it's the same for everyone in the world, that we are so connected, that we are all one, and there is no difference between us, and our potential is also huge. And we can look at the corona time as a crisis or as opportunity. It's up to us. And I choose to look at the opportunity for a better world. And You Are the One is a vehicle for a better world, because if we understand that we are the one, there is a lot of responsibility.
Definitely. Wow. So, how can we begin to identify with that essence and that, inner energy? Do you have some practical tips or tools to help us quiet the voices, like you said, and really come within?
Absolutely. I think that the most important thing is be present, like be here and now. And most of us are either in the past or in the future. We are running fast. We call it a stress society. Everyone is so stressful, and it's very difficult to, for a moment, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in 3, stop for a second, breathe out 6, and relax. And when you do it for 2 or 3 minutes, just ask the part of you that know, what is the answer to the question, who am I? my essence. And for those of us that can connect to this part within us, it could be the intuition, we call it, it could be the heart, it could be the head, it could be the stomach, whatever. It doesn't matter how you call it, but just connect to it. Some people believe that it's even outside of us, kind of a library, spiritual library, a guide, or even God. It doesn't matter. The whole idea is that we can communicate with this part. And for the people that feel that they can't do it, and I believe that everyone can do it, I kind of help them bypass it, and I will tell them, just invent the answer. All the people that invent things are doing it how? They connect to this part of them that knows and bring those ideas from this part. So by inventing the answers, you go in to the same part and getting the answers. So just do it. Bring the answer to the name of the energy that describe you the most. This is the beginning. And for a day or two, or for even a minute or 20 minutes, just be it.
Yeah.
Don't be pure love. Just be inspiration.
I love that.
Your essence. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. And everyone can do it. And I'm happy. This is something that Team Kelly taught me how to do. And I appreciate that. It helps a lot. And it's only the beginning of knowing your purpose and realizing your purpose. And the tools are here now, and we can all use them. And we can do it with guides, with mentors, with coaches, with people who have done that and are now ready to give it to others. And this is a way of living. This is the energy. This is what brought us together, Shannon, you, me, Amir, and the rest of the team, and Jesse, and we all want, and Randy, and we all want to do good in the world, helping people really grow, realize their full potential. Love, be loved.
I love this. You really simplified it. When I was trying to connect to my inner essence and that message inside of me, I was making it very difficult and stringing together too many words. And okay, what do I do? But how will I make this impact? And when I was able to really strip it down to a feeling and then name that feeling, that's when things really started to change in my life, because I could always anchor into that. And at first I couldn't even name it. And it's still not very easy to name, but just when you said like inspiration, okay, you don't have to say I'm so-and-so and I do so-and-so in the world. Just choose that one word. I love that.
It's a beginning of connecting to the being, because, in today's world, most of the people are overdoing. And there are coaches and mentors and guides that will tell you massive action, massive results. Maybe you heard this thing. And I know a lot of mentors that will tell that. I'm not saying that it's not good. It's good for so many people. And there are people on the other side that will say, just be, be present, just breathe, do less and accomplish more, Deepak Chopra says. Do nothing and accomplish everything. So those are, doing, being, and everyone will find themselves within this two things of massive action and just being. And it's important. It's kind of the building blocks of really realizing your full potential, really walking your true path, really knowing instead of guessing, instead of wanting, instead of living in the gap between where you want to be and where you are now. So it's available for everyone. And we at Guidely see it as a mission. In Hebrew, we call it shlichut. It's kind of, we have to do it. This is our role in the world. We have to help people connect to guides and be guided on how to walk their true path, how to realize their potential, how to live a life that has fulfillment and has a meaning. And thank God that we are here and that you are here and that we are working together to bring it to everyone.
And on the flip side, there's guides and coaches and mentors who have beautiful gifts to share, and we're giving them a platform with which to shine and connect with those that are calling in their work. And to me, that's the need is great on both sides. Is, not every coach, mentor, guide has a marketing team and a website and all the resources available to them, and we're creating that so that they can stay in their zone of genius and really just keep delivering their gifts and their message.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was told in the last 13, 15 years. Coaches and mentors and guides came to me and they said, I only want to be on stage. I only want to work with people. I don't want and I don't like to do everything else around the business. I don't like to market. I don't like to sell. I don't like to do the operation. Please help me do this thing for me and tell me where to go and where to speak and where to work with people in seminars, workshops, one-on-ones, on stage. Just let me do my gift. Let me guide. Let me mentor. Let me coach. And this is where we're going. We want to provide a platform that will allow people like mentors and guides to do what they are here to do, and we will help them with our platform to do the rest. I know that it's a challenge, that it will take us time to reach there, but we will do it step by step. And by understanding and knowing our market and our guides, we'll be able to provide them with tools. And they always want what? More clients. Always. They can always be, places that are bigger to host more people and to really spread what they got as a gift, because it came through them. And they want to move it forward, to really help people get those tools, because they're not here to stay with the mentor. They are here to be, from there to here and back to the clients.
Well, and it feels personally and spiritually fulfilling on both sides. I mean, to be holding this gift that you're unable to share, and then to be knowing that you are ready for expansion and not know how to get there. When we join those two parties, it's beautiful and magic. And I believe that's our mission here.
Exactly. And I really feel that we are lucky to be here at that time, especially now. And that we will really help society move to this next level of humanity. And this is the time. There is no better time than now to make this different and to really invest in ourselves. A lot of people that are learning tools and improving their life are telling me, I wish I was doing it 20 years ago. So I will see so many results, and I wish my kids will do it now. And the second best time is now, always now. And this is an opportunity for really mentors and guides that wants to connect to us, to write to us, and to connect you and our team, and really tell us that you would like to work with Guidely, that you would like to be a mentor or a guide on our platform, and you'll be the first to do it. You know what? I will try it this weekend. I will try our platform. I'm so excited because I've always been the number one user of what I've created, and now it's my opportunity to use it. And I welcome other people, mentors, guides, to really connect with us and tell us that you want to work with us, that that this vision of helping you connect to more clients is something that you want and will work with you. We are ready to accept, I think, maximum 100 coaches in the next few months. So you might be the one.
You might be one
You
of the
are,
ones.
you are the one. And for the clients,
Right.
and we have millions of clients. On Facebook, we have 2 million. On our database, this is an opportunity. If you are not yet on our database, connect, because you are going to receive magnificent offers, and we will help you. We will help you find your guide, your mentor. This is a promise from us to you, and this is what we are here to do.
So I'll share about the platform now, because we haven't exactly explained what we're doing behind the scenes, but we've built a really cool proprietary algorithm that connects coaches, mentors, therapists, counselors, teachers, guides with the clients that need them, through both of them sharing their stories. So as the client or user or guest, you come land on our platform and you share your story and you share your struggles or what you'd like to manifest. And through sharing your story, you are then matched up with a number of guides that could potentially help you. And you're able to go kind of sample them through their profile, and even get on a discovery call with them, see if it feels right for both of you to move to that next step. And, we are assembling an amazing database of top level guides. We're only launching with 100. And those spots are filling up quickly. I'm personally, interacting with each and every one and bringing them into our community, because first and foremost, this is a community. It's a community of growth and support and love. And both on our website, guidely.com, we have a page for mentors to jump in and get on the wait list and receive an invitation to work with us, and a page for guests to jump in and get early access. We are emailing free gifts, meditations, ebooks. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff as we lead up to launch later this summer.
Amazing. I'm excited. I want to be a client of Guidely, and I want to be a guide of Guidely, and I'm lucky. You already approved me.
Yes, we did. And I also want to be both sides. I just think it's such a cool, when I was finding my mentor, I found her on social media, but it was very difficult. I knew that I was ready to have someone hold space for my next level of expansion. And social media is, it's bright and shiny, but is it real? How can I really tell that we have an authentic connection and that she's the right one for me? And I think having a system in place to help me vet out of all of the millions of choices out there to say this is, and different guides are right for different times in your life. So I'm really excited to use this, because I feel like, as we evolve into next levels, and maybe we accomplish one thing or we heal one thing, and then it's time for the next thing, it's not necessarily the same guide that's going to take us to that next level.
And sometimes we'll use at the same time a guide for our career and a guide for our body, a guide for our family relationship, or a couple relationship. And sometimes we do it in parallel, sometimes we do it one after the other. But if we are committed to this kind of life, we're growing all the time. We are improving ourselves, and we are feeling this great feeling of fulfillment, great feeling of growth, great feeling of happiness, because we know that there is always a room for development, always a room for growth, always a room to strengthen our strength, to make it even better, to become, an expert in an area, to look for the best in this industry and make them your mentors. So if you want to win a competition, you will go for a mentor who already won a competition. If you want to sell your startup, you will find a mentor that already sold a startup. And those are here. And we have so many good mentors and guides that can help you. And
And it's not just business or sports. It's conscious parenting, spirituality, manifestation, personal development, relationships, communication, stress.
yeah,
Like we're really doing the deep work to figure out what do people need? What do people need? And so it's
mhm.
it's
And really, I'm connecting to what you just shared. And the last 5 years of my life, I dedicated to how to become more calm and reduce stress. And there are so many tools and so many good mentors. And I recommend in this opportunity for people to find the right music that makes you calm. And everybody loves music, and music can calm you down, but can also stress you. So find out what works for you. In today's world, and this is very important, Shannon, everything is personalized. I
Mhm.
remember when we saw our site 2 days ago, it says personalized mentoring. And, we are not eating the same food. Everyone has different food that works for him or that he likes. We are not doing the same activities, sports activities. We are not, reducing our stress by the same vehicles. Each and every one of us needs to find his own path, his own solution, what works for him. It's in a personalization and customization and adaptive learning. And today, it is our responsibility to find what's right for us. With Guidely, we will get some help to find who's the one that will help us
Right.
to really move forward.
So I thought we could take a few questions if any pop up. And if not, if you guys are catching the replay, go ahead and leave your questions and I will personally respond to them about our platform or the work that we're doing. We're really just so happy to show up here today. So, Doron, any last words to share with our audience today?
Just stay tuned, stay connected. We are here for you. This is our service. This is how you are allowing us to give. So ask questions, connect with Shannon. If you are a guide or a mentor, tell us that you want to be with us, that you want to be part of our community. If you are somebody who's looking for a guide, who's looking for a mentor, let us know and we will help you. And we're excited. Guidely is such a beautiful name, such a beautiful energy, such a beautiful people that runs this company. And I'm proud to be part of this new evolution and even revolution and bringing new ideas of new humanity to the world. And I invite everybody to join us. And this is probably the first session out of many when we will come and offer you to grow with us and to learn how to become even better guides, even better mentors in the future. And we are here for you.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, this is a community and this is just the beginning. We have so many amazing events planned and trainings and workshops and community building to, really support both our guides and the guests in their expansion. So, I like to liken it as 15 years ago, it was maybe 20. It was pretty unusual to have a gym membership and or personal trainer. And I feel like we are on the front of that. Now almost everyone has a gym membership or goes to a personal trainer. Taking care of our physical body has become very important to us. And I feel that that's what's happening here too with guides is we're bringing that level of care to our spiritual and energetic well-being as well.
Yes.
Yes.
And again, I will say, who's responsible for that? It's us.
You are the
It's us.
one.
Exactly, Shannon. You are the one.
Yeah.
And I'm telling it to all of our audience. You are the one. Please invest in yourself. Find your guide, either through us or through any other tool. But really commit to a life of growth, fulfillment, learning, enjoying, joy. This is so important, joy. And, identify your ideal day and strive for that. You are all deserve to live at least one ideal day.
I love that. That's my biggest takeaway today and my homework is identifying that and beginning to implement steps to get there. So thank you so much. It was so wonderful to speak with you as always. And we look forward to seeing you all on our platform, guidely.com. If you'd like to apply for our pilot program as a guide, you can email me directly, shannon@guidely.com, and I will personally respond to you. So thank you.
Thank you, and thanks everyone that wrote to us on comments. We appreciate that. Bye-bye.
Definitely. Bye.